In the frozen wilderness of the Arctic, where the wind howls through endless stretches of snow and ice, survival is a brutal game played by tooth and claw. In this desolate realm, two titans of the north occasionally cross paths: the polar bear, the undisputed apex predator of the Arctic, and the musk ox, a fortress of muscle and horn built to withstand the savage winters. Both creatures are masterpieces of evolution, honed over millennia to dominate the ice and tundra in their own ways. While the polar bear is a solitary hunter, relying on stealth and overwhelming power, the musk ox survives by banding together, forming an impenetrable wall of horns and hooves that even wolves fear to challenge. In a hypothetical showdown, where a starving polar bear is driven to attack a herd of musk oxen, the question is simple yet harrowing: can the raw power and savage claws of a polar bear break through the wall of horns and hooves to claim its prey? The polar bear, or Ursus maritimus, is the largest land carnivore on Earth, with adult males weighing between 900 to 1.500 pounds and standing nearly 10 feet tall when rearing on their hind legs. Built for raw power and endurance, polar bears possess a thick layer of blubber beneath their dense fur, providing insulation against the cold and serving as a natural armor against bites and slashes. Their forelimbs are immense, ending in paws equipped with 3-inch claws, curved and sharp, designed to grip slippery ice and tear through flesh with terrifying efficiency. These claws, honed for disemboweling seals, can deliver slashing strikes powerful enough to break skulls and crack bones. The polar bear's bite force, estimated at around 1.200 pounds per square inch (psi), is powerful enough to crush the skull of a seal or splinter the thick bones of walruses. This bite, combined with a bone-crushing grip, allows polar bears to dispatch prey swiftly. Despite their size, polar bears are surprisingly agile, capable of sprinting at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour on land and swimming for days at a time. Their strategy is straightforward: strike fast, strike hard, and end the fight quickly. This method minimizes the risk of injury that could impair their ability to hunt in the brutal Arctic environment. However, attacking a herd of musk oxen, massive beasts with formidable horns and a fortress-like defense, poses a different kind of challenge. The musk ox, or Ovibos moschatus, is a living tank of the Arctic, a relic of the Pleistocene epoch that has survived wolves, bears, and even saber-toothed cats. Adult males can weigh between 600 to 900 pounds, with thick, curved horns that form a solid shield over their foreheads. These horns, combined with a skull reinforced by layers of bone, are designed for ramming battles during the rutting season, where males charge each other at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour, colliding with bone-crushing force. In a defensive situation, these horns can puncture and slice, capable of inflicting lethal wounds on any predator that comes too close. But the most formidable aspect of the musk ox is its cooperative defense strategy. When threatened, the herd forms a circle, facing outward, horns lowered and eyes dark with determination. Calves and weaker members are positioned in the center, shielded by a living wall of horns and muscle. In this phalanx formation, musk oxen can repel entire packs of Arctic wolves, presenting no blind spots or vulnerable flanks. The thick, shaggy coat of the musk ox, with an underlayer of keviot, one of the warmest natural fibers on Earth, serves as additional protection, absorbing slashes and bites that would fell lesser beasts. Imagine a desolate plain in the high Arctic, where the sun hangs low on the horizon, casting long shadows over the snow. A herd of musk oxen, dark shapes against the white, stands huddled in a defensive circle, breath steaming in the bitter air. In the distance, a polar bear prowls forward, gaunt with hunger, eyes black with resolve. Weeks without a successful hunt have driven it to desperation, and the scent of warm blood and musk draws it closer. The bear pauses, nostrils flaring, assessing the herd. The musk oxen snort and stomp, horns glinting with frost, hooves pawing the snow. Their eyes fix on the bear, unblinking, waiting for the charge. A polar bear's tactics in such a situation are not reckless. Even the apex predator of the Arctic understands the risk of injury. A broken leg or even a deep gash could spell a slow, starving death in a world where every meal is a battle won. A direct assault on the wall of horns would be suicide. Instead, the bear circles the herd, testing, searching for a gap in the formation, a calf separated by fear. An old bull limping at the rear. Its breath steams in heavy clouds, paws crunching over the snow. If a charge comes, it is sudden and brutal. The bear lunges forward, paws churning, claws glinting like ivory knives. The musk oxen bellow as one, hooves pounding the snow, horns swinging in savage arcs. The lead bull, shoulders hunched and eyes dark, lowers its head and rushes forward, tusks aimed to gore. The impact is seismic, horns against claws, fur against fur, blood steaming in crimson streaks over the white. The bear's claws rake deep furrows in the bull's shoulder, ripping through skin and muscle. But the bull's horns gouge back, slamming into the bear's ribs with bone-crushing force. In this brutal dance of death, endurance becomes a critical factor. The polar bear, built for short, explosive ambushes, might exhaust itself against a foe designed to withstand and return savage blows. The musk oxen, thick hides absorbing slashes, form an impenetrable wall around their calves. Hooves stamping, horns swinging, every charge the bear makes is met by a wall of horns and muscle. Every bite answered with a lunge that leaves blood steaming on the snow. The bear, sides heaving, eyes black with rage, begins to falter, paws slipping in the crimson-streaked snow. But if the bear could force a gap, if panic broke the line and a calf stumbled or a wounded bull turned too slow, the fight would shift. The bear would rush forward, jaws closing over a throat, claws slashing deep. Blood would gush in dark waves, steaming in the icy air, and the snow would become a battlefield of red and white. In the end, the outcome of this savage battle hinges on a single truth: unity. As long as the musk oxen hold the line, the polar bear's claws and teeth, lethal though they are, would falter against the wall of horns and hooves. But if that line breaks for even a moment, the bear's savage strength would turn the tide in an instant, and the snow would run red with blood. This brutal balance, where power faces unity, claws clash against horns, and every mistake might mean death, underscores the savage reality of life in the Arctic. In a land where the sun is a pale ghost on the horizon and every breath might be your last, even the mightiest predators must fight tooth and claw for survival.